Well, we are at the end of sharing our programs with you. I would like to invite our county commissioners up to say a few final words and share with us. But I hope that you've all learned something today from how Extension can help or is helping with senior adults and fresh produce, to civic engagement through FLTI, and how we're here and prepared to help teach our youth about science out of school. And super excited that you all have learned a little bit about Extension today. So I will turn it over to Commissioner Johnson and Commissioner Donnelly and Commissioner Kafalis.
So thank you very much for a fun lunch today. I have two things I want to share with you. And one of the things I have learned about local government over the 11 years that I've been a commissioner is how much of an impact we can have on people's daily lives and on the community for good, actually. More than any other level of government, we have more impact on people's lives, and we touch people's lives in so many ways. And it is a real honor and a privilege to work in local government. And I just want to, my first thing I want to do is thank our Extension staff and our Extension Advisory Committee members, because you enable the county and Colorado State University to have an incredible impact on people's lives and our communities. As Sue started talking at the very beginning of how we touch everybody's lives in different ways, you make that happen. The second thing I want to share with you is how much I appreciate hearing from the participants of the various programs that come here and share with us. Queen, I appreciate the comments that you made today. One of my favorite things about these lunches, besides the dessert, which is in the back of the room, by the way, but one of my favorite things about these lunches is hearing from participants, especially young people. And in the past, we've had some very, very impressive young people come and share their experiences. I hope they're all in school today, and maybe that's why they're not here today. But an investment in a young person is one of the best things we can do in the community. That pays off so well, and I'm so proud of the young people that have come through the various programs and Extension and really have the courage to share what they have learned. There is a fantastic exhibit of insects in the back of the room. I don't know who brought that, but I felt something crawling. I looked at it earlier, and it was really interesting, and I encourage you to go back and look at it because it's very well done, a beautiful exhibit. I felt something on my leg during lunch, and after looking at those insects, I was kind of afraid that it might have been one of them, but I don't think so don't worry. But thank you all very much for a wonderful lunch today.
Yeah, thank you. And what more can there really be to say? But I did want to say just one thing. What? Did you unplug me? Callie, where are you at? Are you still here, Callie? What are the chances you could get my kids to eat 35% more vegetables? Is there any chance you could come help me on that front? We'll see. Okay, very good. As Commissioner Johnson said, really wonderful. We always look forward to this every single year. This is actually this is actually the very first thing Steve and I did when we were elected to the Board of County Commissioners, was come to the Extension Showcase in 2009. And so it holds a very special place in our hearts. We love to see the work that's done. As Commissioner Johnson mentioned, it's great to see CSU take its mission of providing education into the community so seriously and do it so well. And it's also great to see the great collaboration. What are you guys doing over there? You don't reload. This is like getting the hook. This is like a high-tech way of getting the hook. One other thing, really briefly, if I may, and that's this. This is a great example of the collaboration that Larimer County and CSU have utilized and developed over the course of several decades. It obviously predates either any of us serving on this board, but we're really, really proud of that work. John mentioned in his introductory remarks, we have the largest 4-H program in the state of Colorado, something we're so proud of. And the other thing we're really proud of is that we have the absolute finest facilities, we think, to teach those young people here at our Larimer County Fairgrounds and the ranch. Our Chris Ashby, who's a director of our ranch, is here. He's the guy on crutches over there, if you want to catch him. Voters, and I think voters and citizens of this county recognize the good work that's done here, and they actually voted to extend the tax that had constructed this fairgrounds facility to give us a chance to do more of those types of improvements that we know are going to allow us to provide great services for kids and for our extension department and our community here in Larimer County in the future. So we look forward to moving down that path with you and working with you to help develop those plans for the future. And so thanks so much for being here. We really appreciate this day, and we really appreciate all of you. Thanks again.
So in conclusion, I encourage you to see the exhibits, the STEM projects, but I want to make sure to express my gratitude to the leadership of our Extension Office, our Chair of the Extension Advisory Board, Sue, Carrie Rollins, our Director, and all the other good, amazing staff people that helped make this happen. And of course, this couldn't happen without the many hundreds, maybe even more, volunteers. So that is important to note, of course, and recognizing that your main takeaway from this event might be the flying toilet paper. I'd like you to consider a few other takeaways. And Commissioner Donnelly, and actually if we could play around with that, that would really be your takeaway, your impression. But Commissioner Donnelly mentioned this. One of the takeaways for me this afternoon and in general in this community is collaboration. We do a really good job of working together to actually solve problems and do things in a way that engage people in the community, that help solve problems, and ultimately make a difference in people's lives, whether it's older adults who might be on fixed incomes, marginalized groups of people who are not often at the table. So collaboration is critical, community is critical, using our resources as wisely as we can in the most effective way we can. And while I certainly appreciate Carrie's comment about focus and funding or investment, and that's something we always try to look at carefully, and I certainly appreciate the comment about balancing budgets, which we do a good job at the county. So again, thank you all for being here, and I wish you all well.